Slimer MTG, and for today we will open 4 Eldritch Moon booster packs. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Dawn Griff, Creature, Hippogriff, Flying, 2/2. After facing so many horrors, the survivors of Viden's parish couldn't comprehend the hope that they grief represented. Otherworldly outburst. Instant. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When that creature dies this turn, put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi horror creature token onto the battlefield. A tiny crack is enough to open the mind to Emrakul. Thraben Foulblood's Creature, Zombie Hound, 3/2. Delirium. Thraben Foulbloods gets +1/+1 and has menace as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. The famed hunting of hounds of House Sesame continue to prove the quality of their pedigree. Grapple with the past. Instant. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Emrakul does not grant wishes. Desires simply align to her will. Fate Bearer Paladin, Creature, Human Knight, 3/4. Lifelink. I've seen Qatar's riding to battle without a hint of fear. Perhaps that is its own sort of madness. Esler, Havingul Mercenary. A spontaneous mutation. Enchantment. Aura. Flash. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -X, -0, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Stentia Banquet. Sorcery. Stentia Banquet deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of vampires you control. Draw a card. We can't win a war on an empty stomach, can we? Olivia Voldaren. Iron Rites Cleansing. Sorcery. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Impurities must be pounded out. Graph Harvest. Enchantment. Zombies you control have menace. 3. 1 black mana. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. Advanced Stitchwing. Creature zombie horror. 3/4. Flying. 2. 1 blue mana. Discard 2 cards. Return Advanced Stitchwing from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Improvement is a consequence of practice. Stitcher Geralf. Give no ground. Instant. Target creatures gets +2/+6 until end of turn and can block any number of creatures this turn. Get behind me. Giza and Geralf. Legendary creature. Human wizard. When Giza and Geralf enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. During each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. These fiends are slightly less tolerable than you. A sentiment that warms my heart, sister. Midnight Scavengers. Creature human rogue. When Midnight Scavengers enters the battlefield, you may return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. 3/3. Voldaren Pariah. Creature vampire horror. 3/3. Flying. Sacrifice 3 other creatures. Transform Voldaren Pariah. Madness. 3 black mana. Abolisher of Bloodlines. Creature Eldrazi Vampire. 6/5. Flying. When this creature transforms into Abolisher of Bloodlines, target opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. Even if the rain turned to blood, her thirst would not be slaked. Spirit Token. Flying. 1/1. Olivia's Dragoon. Creature Vampire Berserker. 2/2. Discard a card. Olivia's Dragoon gains flying until end of turn. Displays of Voldaren Bloodlust are not restricted to glamorous banquets and lavish parties. Desperate Sentry. Creature human soldier. 3/1/2. When Desperate Sentry dies, put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi horror creature token onto the battlefield. Delirium. The Spirit Sentry gets +3/+0 as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Ingenious Scab. Creature. Zombie Horror. 2/3. Prowess. 1 blue man. Ingenious Scab gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Heads and shoulders above the rest. Thraben Fallbloods. Creature. Zombie Hound. Delirium. Thraben Fallbloods gets +1/+1 and has menace as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. The famed hunting hounds of House Sesame continue to prove the quality of their pedigree. Wolfkin Bond. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When Wolfkin Bond enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 green wolf creature token onto the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Borrowed Hostility. Instant. Escalate 3. Choose one or both. Target creature gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Target creature gains first strike until end of turn. Cathar's Shield. Artifact. Equipment. Equipped creature gets +0/+3 and has vigilance. Equip 3. A leader can inspire courage, but it is the smiths and healers who truly keep hope alive. Thalia, Heretic Cathar. Lunar Mantle. Enchantment. Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has 1. Sacrifice a permanent. This creature gains flying until end of turn. A boon from the angels should never be cast aside. Manfred Olmec, Chief Inquisitor. Emrakul's Influence. Enchantment. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi creature spell with converted mana cost 7 or greater, draw 2 cards. Hordes of Eldrazi and cultists swarmed over Draben's defenses, and the members of the Gatewatch found themselves overrun. Weaver of Lightning. Creature. Human Shaman. 1/4. Reach. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Weaver of Lightning does 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Lightning in a bottle? That's not where I need it. Subjugator Angel. Creature Angel. 4/3. Flying. When Subjugator Angel enters the battlefield, tap all creatures your opponents control. The remnants of Innistrad's corrupted angelic hosts collapse to form the Flight of Nightmares. Mind's Dilation. Enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Infinite wisdom cannot be contained within a single mind. Lone Rider. Creature, human knight. At the beginning of the end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform Lone Rider. 1/1. Horse and rider are often of one mind. Ulda, Cavalier Rider. It that rides as one. Creature, Eldrazi Horror. 4/4. First strike, trample, lifelink. But until this morning, I'd never seen them be of one body. Hulda, Cavalier Rider. Bruna, the Fading Light. Legendary creature. Angel Horror. 5/7. When you cast Bruna, the Fading Light, you may return target angel or human creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flying. Vigilance. 5/7. She now sees only Emrakul's visions. Choking Restraints. Enchantment. Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. 3, 2 white mana. Sacrifice Choking Restraints. Exile enchanted creature. Boon of Emrakul. Enchantment. Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/-3. All around Emrakul, life reform in her image. Spring Sage Ritual. Instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 4 life. Every evil destroyed is a strike against the enemy. Herald. Gatstaff Spring Siege. Certain Death. Sorcery. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Some spirits cling to one person, feasting on the growing fear until a final moment of all-consuming terror. Swift Spinner. Creature, spider. Flash. Reach. 2/3. Its web is woven so tightly that not even geists can avoid capture. Guardian of Pilgrims. Creature, spirit cleric. When Guardian of Pilgrims enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. 2/2. Immune to the physical warping caused by Emrakul. Geists prove to be some of humanity's most important allies. Convolute. Instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. There's no sense arguing. with insanity. Levana, Midnight Duelist. Make Mischief, Sorcery. Make, mich- Make Mischief deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Put a 1/1 red devil creature token onto the battlefield. It has, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. A tidy desk is as good as an invitation. Repel the Abominable. Repel the Abominable. Instant. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by non-human sources. Fight for a better future, even if you may not live to see it. Grete, Order of Saint Draft. Drugs Call, Shieldmate. Creature, Spirit Soldier. 2/3. Flash. When Drugs Call Shieldmate enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +0/+1 until end of turn. I will join you so that you will not yet join me. Dusk Feaster. Creature, Vampire. 4/5. Delirium. Dusk Feaster costs 2 less to cast if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Flying. The Voldaran lands remained well protected when Olivia's army marched from Luenbrom Fortress. Gyre Reach Sanitarium. Legendary land. Tap. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. 2. Tap. Each player draws a card, then discards a card. All are welcome. Grizzled Angler. Creature, Human. Tap. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then if there is a colorless creature card in your graveyard, transform Grizzled Angler. There's no question that these waters are treacherous. But if there's one thing I've learned in all of my years of sailing, Grizzly Anglerfish. Creature, Eldrazi Fish. 4/5. 6. Creatures your opponents control attacks this turn if able. It's that the lure of the sea is impossible to ignore. Bruna the Fading Light. Legendary creature, Angel Horror. When you cast Bruna the Fading Light, you may return target angel or human creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flying, Vigilance. 5/7. She now sees only Emrakul's visions. Human Wizard Token. Backwoods Survivalists. Creature, Human Warrior. 4/3. Delirium. Backwoods Survivalist gets +1/+1 and has Trample as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Paranoia has driven some Kessig communities to hunt down anything and anyone that travels through their woods. Take inventory, sorcery. Draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Take Inventory in your graveyard. A place for everything and everything in its place. Ingenious Cab. Creature Zombie Horror. 2/3. Prowess. 1 blue mana. Ingenious Cab gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Heads and shoulders above the rest. Choking Restraints. Enchantment. Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. 3 colorless, 2 white mana. Sacrifice Choking Restraints. Exile enchanted creature. Certain Death. Sorcery. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Some spirits cling to one person, feasting on the growing fear until a final moment of all-consuming terror. Spontaneous Mutation. Enchantment. Aura. Flash. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -X/-0, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Terrarion. Artifact. Terrarion enters the battlefield tap. 2 colorless. Tap. Sacrifice Terrarion. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. When Terrarion is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Stentia Banquet. Sorcery. When Stentia Banquet deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of vampires you control, draw a card. We can't win a war on an empty stomach, can we? Olivia Voldaren. Nebelgast Herald. Creature. Spirit. 2/1. Flash. Flying. Whenever a Nebelgast Herald or another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, tap target creature an opponent controls. Foul Emissary. Creature. Human Horror. When Foul Emissary enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. When you sacrifice Foul Emissary while casting a spell with Emerge, put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi Horror creature token onto the battlefield. Geist of the Archives. Creature. Spirit. 0/4. Defender. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. After reading the final words, it turns back to the first page and begins again. Sanctifier of Souls. Creature. Human Cleric. 2/3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Sanctifier of Souls get +1/+1 until end of turn. 2 colorless, 1 white mana. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Ulvenwald Captive. Creature Werewolf Horror. 1/2. Defender. Tap. Add 1 green mana to your mana pool. 5 colorless. 2 green mana. Transform Ulvenwald Captive. Even on a plane as dark as this one, nature will organize a defense against the unnatural. Nisa Ravine. Ulvenwald Abomination. Creature Eldrazi Werewolf. Tap. Add 2 colorless to your mana pool. 4/6. The Eldrazi are all to practice at twisting natural into unnatural. Nisa Ravine. Wailing Ghoul. Creature Zombie. 1/3. When Wailing Ghoul enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Don't worry, sweet brother. Help is on the way. Gold color Giza. Spirit Token. Flying. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.